E40, 40 Water, Bay Area legend. Now, I knew 40 had 20 or more albums, but I didn't realize that this was album number 28.
Yeah, 28.
Practice Makes Paper. That's the name of it, right?
Yes, sir.
Album number 28. Damn.
And it's like, I want to say it's like 25 tracks on it. Yeah, I mean, double album.
Yeah.
Well, I think on iTunes, you get it that way. It's not considered a double album because you have as many songs on there, but he has hard copy, like CD format still.
Yeah, man, that's old school.
Yeah, I mean, his target audience, they still ride with that, I guess, so he still makes some for him. So,
yeah, I mean, I mean, we grew up in that era, in the Bay in the 90s when 40 was getting started, in the early 90s. So a lot of people our age are still rocking with 40. So,
oh, no, I rock with 40. I just would use the iPod by now. I wouldn't still have a CD.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, saying we still rock with 40, but I'm just saying, just people our age in general, mid-30s, we still rocking with 40. So, yeah, we don't mind. Yeah. A lot of people, I don't mind a CD every now and then. So, I mean,
Nah, 40, that dude. I mean, he still got iTunes and all that stuff you can download.
Yeah, of course.
I was just saying it's crazy that he's still got CDs pumping out and people still copping.
But you know what? He's done a good job over the years at kind of remaking himself. And not so much rebranding, I would say, but just kind of, I guess, staying relevant with even the youth to a point. So he's done a good job with that. He's evolved from the Click and some of his early solo albums. The Click, obviously the whole group, but he's definitely evolved, and it's like he just the slang and the lingo that he's brought to the hip hop game in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, and everybody uses it, although we don't get credit in the Bay for it. No, but they don't give the Bay credit for that a lot of times. But a lot of the lingo you hear around hip hop for the last 20 years comes from the Bay Area. A lot of it from 40.
No, I was thinking because somebody says about Jay-Z, and the same thing was true. Jay-Z is good, he's great, whatever. But he keeps himself relevant by figuring out who might be next and getting a song early with him, just like 50 Cent do sometimes. Get a song early with him. So even 40, he's good and great, but man, he stayed relevant. He'll pop a song off with a lot of newcomers and give him shine and give him opportunities. And that also keeps him with the young crowd, like, all right, yeah, he on this track with whoever I like. And okay, yeah, I remember 40 again. Yeah, I remember that again. Because sometimes people drift off the old, forget about him.
Yeah,
he stay current because he always got somebody new that's about to pop, and he already showed him some love and hopped on a song with him.
But I mean, and like you said, he's always done that. Even going back, you go back to the mid '90s, he's always tried to bring up some of the younger talent with him and give them an opportunity because people did that for him along the way.
Yep.
The Too Shorts and even Tupac to an extent. He still was doing songs. Even once he went to LA after he got out of prison, he still did some songs with guys like E40 from the Bay. So, I mean, yeah, he's always giving back to the culture, is how I should put it. He's always giving back to the culture. And then on top of that, he has all his entrepreneurship and all his businesses that he's had over 20 years now. I mean, outside of music, I'm talking about.
I mean, probably go back maybe like 30 years. Yeah, but his entrepreneurship game is strong.
Yeah. I mean, he's especially in the adult beverage market.
Mm-hmm. We got the Earl Stevens wine, and then we was trying to figure out what the heck is the Slurricane, what class that falls under.
I just saw they call it a cocktail, a unique cocktail. That's what it's called.
Yeah, but you got that. I know he had a beer at one point in time. And,
I mean, he had an energy drink at one point.
Yeah, and he said him and Snoop was also doing a cognac way back in the day too, from some company up in Europe. I think it was a French company that did cognac, and they was marketing it in the States, and then eventually the company's like, nah, we'll just stay in Europe, and then they stopped. But I mean, he had that popping for a minute.
Well, I mean, that's only right because over the years, Snoop has stolen a lot of slang from Bay Area cats, so he should be doing that. He should.
Yeah. But the impressive thing about E40 is the fact that instead of just maybe getting like a royalty check or something like that or getting a check for just being in front, he always gets ownership.
Oh no, yeah, he's not just a sponsor. He owns these businesses or owns part of them at the least. owns good shares in them. Yeah.
So he always, because I know he said he invested in like 32 tech companies too. I mean, he just spreading a little here, spring a little here, spring a little there.
Hey,
but man.
I mean, that's the best way to do it. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. I think that's where a lot of cats, just in general, if they're investing in whatever, they, go into just one general area. Maybe it's real estate, hell, maybe it's the stock game, but you want to divvy it around. Because if one thing fails and goes down, and you got all your chips in that basket, you're done, or you're set back for quite a while. You might be set back for quite a while. So because
he got he has a young protege coming up called Neff.
Yeah,
I don't know if you heard of him or not, but he was talking about how E40 got him invested in a farm. He's like, I'm the only 20-year-old probably in that's from like a big city investing in farms.
He's probably right. He's probably right.
I can't think of one.
I don't know. I don't know nobody that's investing in farms, but I mean, that's probably not a bad idea because a lot of other people are not doing that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was more so to get the land because eventually, you could build houses and stuff on the land.
Exactly.
So it just get the land. So he's like, right now, I mean, you don't know nothing about farming, but he's like, I got one.
Yeah, but I mean that's a long-term investing plan right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because even in most of his songs, he'll just a little game at you and talking about buy yourself a house and property and all these other stuff before you buy yourself a car or a necklace and this and that. So I mean, if you soak up his records, man, you can learn a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes we're talking or whatever, just whoever it is, and you say, oh, well, I would like to have, if I could pick one celebrity or someone that I look up to maybe just sit down and chop it up with for, an hour, have dinner with them, have lunch. 40 would be somebody that I would put on that list because he's someone that you could get game from.
That is true.
That's somebody that's someone whose brand you want to pick right there. Because he's been doing it and he's been successful for like 30 years now.
I would just make a request that he speak regular English. Some of these demonic words I don't understand myself. It's gonna fly over the head.
Well, he real strong with the slang. So yeah, definitely gotta, we gonna tone that down a little bit, 40, just for the conversation. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to come up on something right here. I'm trying to come up on some wisdom.
He hit you with a 2-piece. You like, what did you say?
Yeah.
I want to learn, my nigga, but I mean, I don't know what you said.
I mean, you could probably teach a class on his slang.
Oh, you definitely could.
He could teach a class on his language. I don't know what you want to call it, but whatever you come up with the name, that you could teach that class. Definitely.
E40 Bonics?
40 Bonics, yeah. Whatever you want to go with. Whatever. So what's your favorite 40 album? If you have one. If you have a favorite. I mean, there's so many to choose from.
Yeah, I wasn't really. I know his older stuff, but I mean, that wasn't like my mind wasn't really ready for all that Sprinkle Main and Save a Hoe stuff. I wasn't there at that age when I was mature. But 2004-ish, around Hyphy and Tell Me When to Go, that was my era where he was like, all right, these bangers, I get down with 40 like that. But I mean, I respect the older stuff he did, and now I can look back and learn from it. But at the time when he came out, man, that was over my head.
No, I mean, but I'm sure most of us that are our age, that was, around 10 years old or so in the early 90s when some of his early stuff was out. I was listening to it. Of course, I didn't get a lot what was going on, but I was getting down with 40, especially when he was with the Clique. When the whole Clique had their albums together, I was getting down with it. Of course, I didn't understand a lot of it. You listen to stuff years later, it's like, okay, I get what they're talking about now, but certain times you don't understand. But
I can look back, I can put on a record now and get a better grasp for it.
Of course.
I think at the time, my favorite era that when I was current with him was probably when 2003-ish. That was maybe it was later than that. I was out of high school by then. We was hitting the clubs up.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about like Tell Me When to Go, that was like 05, right? Around that time.
Yeah, I think it's 05, 06. Yeah. I thought about that.
Yeah, because we were still out there getting it in.
Yeah.
We were still out there in them streets getting it in.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. They was ghost riding the whip and all that.
Remember Ghost Riding the Whip in LA?
You mean when you ran me over? Is that what you're talking about?
Hey, I didn't tell you to jump on the car, did I?
Yeah. Is that what you're talking about though? When you almost broke my legs?
Yeah, it was me, you, D-Money.
D-Money.
Yeah, we was out near downtown Disney.
Yeah. I recall. I do. My knees have never been the same since then.
I forgot you tried to jump in my car.
I didn't try to do nothing.
Yeah, you did. We were taking like we was gonna leave your ass, and you jumped on my car. And so then I started to back up, and it was like, stop, and I stopped, and you slid off. And then my foot slipped just a tad bit, and it may have scooted up a little bit and tapped the kneecap, you know. But hey, you live, you learn.
I have no recollection of it going down that way. But yeah, if you say so.
That's exactly how I recall it.
I'm about to get D-Money on here to kind of clear the air on that one.
If you got some video evidence to prove otherwise, present it now. Or forever hold your peace.
And was that when me and D-Money was wrestling in the hotel room?
Yeah. Y'all was crazy.
He had been drinking, so.
Yeah, he had been drinking.
What was it? The Crown Royal he used to be on, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He had been drinking, and he was messing. He was picking on me, so you know.
You walking down the Perfect Strangers, can I get a dance? Can I get a dance? Can I get a dance?
Shout out to D-Money. D-Money out there. Shout out. Damn. Man, hey, for real. I know we get off topic sometimes, but yeah, that was hilarious.
That was a funny trip.
That was
sponsored by E40 in the clips.
Was that?
I think that was sponsored by E40. I think we played Tell Me When to Go like 100 times that trip.
Oh yeah, we probably did. Yeah, because like that was right around that time when all that was out and popping.
Yeah,
so yeah,
that was off.
Yeah, we was getting it in.
Hyphy, all them little songs, boy. Playing that and Hyphy and the mother song like that. I said, man. Federation, Hyphy. Yeah, it was going down back then. Speaking of, boy, I put that album back on, boy. That shit's still fire.
Oh, the Federation album?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I probably put it on probably some months back. Yeah, it still goes. You throw that in the car, yeah, it still slap hard.
You even got that one song there. It was all right, first thing, shit, that Rick Rock beat. Man, tell me fuck about a Rick Rock beat. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was some
Hey, was that the song that I almost got into it with a dude at Blake's?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who you calling a hoe? What? Talking about the songs.
Yeah, a little white girl thought I was calling her a hoe. I was like, if I wanted to call you a hoe, I just call you a hoe. I'm talking about the song, dummy.
The following comments were made of Partee and Partee alone. L James did not subscribe to any of those comments about calling them hoes.
Hey, she was out of pocket and she was drunk. So
yeah, 40, he got bangers, and he always he always reinvents himself, and it's crazy that he popped off 28 albums, still going strong. I kind of wonder if he can get to 40. That'd be crazy if he got to 40 albums and stopped. Like 40 albums, I'm out.
I'm gonna say he's gonna get there.
I mean, the grind don't stop with him.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. I mean, 20. Because I'm thinking back to the '90s, and just being a kid, you don't think, especially when it comes to something like how many albums somebody gonna come out with. You're not thinking that far ahead to like one day this dude gonna be on album number 30, number 28, number 35, whatever it is. You're not thinking, because even back in '96. When Too Short was on album number 10, and that was supposed to be his retirement, the first one, even though we know it wasn't at this point, but that was something even at that point in '96, like, damn, dude made it to 10 albums. Oh yes, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, or even a thumbs down if you didn't. And also let us know in the comments as well. And don't forget to share us with a friend, family member, or hey, even a stranger on the street will do. I'll catch you in the next video.